Each of you brings something different to the table.
It's my job. It's what I was created to do.
I'm like some sort of giant insect.
What exactly are you, Professor Alchemist Logan?
Hard.
Prepare for battle!
There are, of course, those who do not want us to speak.
Welcome to yet another edition of the Not So Daily Planet. He is not Perry White. I am definitely not Lois Lane. However, this could be your place for everything comics, past, present, and future.
Today we'd like to start with Aftermath. After everything is said and done, do the numbers add up? The focus of today's Aftermath is an event called House of M. In this event, the Scarlet Witch, aka Wanda Maximoff, aka Magneto's daughter, had a second mutation, replacing most of her usual Hex-like powers with reality alteration powers. She then basically became too dangerous. The rest of the Marvel Universe had to decide, are we going to keep her or are we going to put her down? And a lot of them were leaning to putting her down. Basically, they go, she taps into Xavier's mind and rewrites the entire world. Mutants on top, humans on bottom, you know, majority, minority, kind of thing like that. Everyone is supposed to have their perfect life. But what really seems to happen is there's still prejudice. There's, you know what I'm saying, there's no unification. People really aren't happy, you know, like they should be. They have all their dreams, and yet still things go wrong.
They're missing,
Things go wrong, I mean, you know, we're not really focusing too much on the series as much as an interesting new development, I guess. Is really just, you know, a little while ago, they came out with a 5-issue miniseries. It was called House of M Avengers. Now, this was way after House of M. I mean, like...
It took place, what, at least 6 months?
Oh, more than that. More than that, definitely. I would say a year. But anyhow, that's not the point. The point is, you know, people were like, Marvel, like, why? You know? And basically Marvel said this. We were looking at who was buying House of M, and not only were the fans gobbling it up, not only, because I agree. I mean,
it was a great series.
House of M, loved it. But I guess libraries were buying it.
And that's something new.
That is something new. I mean, what graphic novels can we really say libraries have? The Watchmen. And that's a classic. Movie's going to be amazing, but that's not what we're talking about.
Maybe Frank Miller's The Dark Knight. But
no, I've never seen Dark Knight.
I've seen it once, I believe.
So I guess the real question we'd like to discuss on Aftermath is the numbers must have added up way different than we thought, because how did it make it into the library? I mean,
you don't see that every day.
Right. So what do you think? I mean, that's the real question.
I mean, that's a big step. I mean, if your comic is actually getting into libraries now, I mean, usually it's just comic.
Well, why do you think it did? What do you think the library saw?
The way, I mean, the whole topic, I mean, the way House of M was set up, I mean, I can see how it might have this whole, I guess, race thing going on.
Right.
Or not race, but, you know, minority.
Like odd man out kind of thing. Yeah, because X-Men always touched that. From the beginning, they were always like, hey, if you've ever felt, a little bit pushed out of the circle, third wheel kind of thing, this is for you. These guys get mistreated every day just because they're different. I mean, like that touches everyone. I think that's really why X-Men have sold to so far. I mean, House of M, of course, being an X-Men title, keeps that. But, I mean, like, is that the main reason, or do you think, you know, it's a staple? You know, like we were saying, it's a staple. I mean, do you think the library was just compelled because it was a staple, or? I
don't necessarily believe that. I believe, I mean, it's a comic book. I mean, you don't really see libraries have comic books that much. And, I mean, but it brought so much attention to itself from the outside world that are not really into comics, because it had a good message. It was, you know, like the Odd Man Out, like you said. About how, you know, even though you're different in a way, you know, with mutants having superpowers or claws, whatever, not like normal folks, you may be a different color or a different ethnic background. It just has a message that, you know, you want to get kids, you know, to notice, basically. I mean, and it's great because, you know, it has pictures and stuff, not just like a regular book for kids. But, I mean, like I said, a great message, and I think that's why libraries really pick it up.
Now, do you think that was the only message, or do you think they also might have a message about, like, the perfect life is what you make it? It's not, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Scarlet Witch gave every character
Yeah.
all of their
Yeah.
hopes and dreams came true, but like they still weren't happy. I mean,
Yeah.
is there maybe
I mean,
a message we could pull out about that? Maybe, you know.
There might be. I mean, because everybody has their own picture of what they want their perfect life to be.
Right.
I mean, and there's a lot of people, you know, out there that are trying to work their butts off to get that perfect life. But then once you achieve it, you might feel like, wow, I'm still missing something. Like all that hard work really got me this, but it's not what I really want now.
Right.
And you change your whole mindset. And I think that's really what the mutants really realized after Scarlet Witch gave them what they wanted. It's basically like what they envisioned beforehand of having, you know, their ultimate goal. It's really not what, you know, what makes them happy. It's what, like you said, it's like how you make your own, I guess, future is what I'm trying to say.
To wrap it up real quick, do you think that this is a good move for libraries?
I think it's a really good move. I really do.
Yeah,
I think Marvel will hit this out of the ballpark, basically.
Okay. All right, definitely.
It's going to have a big impact.
So, okay. Our next section is going to be obituaries, because sometimes heroes die.
Yeah. Today, we mourn the untimely death of a great artist known as Michael Turner, who is not only known in the Marvel Universe, but also in the DC Universe. In the DC Universe, he was really known for, you know, recently the Superman-Batman comic. He did a lot of covers on that, which was really cool. I have a lot of those.
He's just all over the place. He did Supergirl. Yeah. Apparently he did X-Men, which is sort of why we have the cover here today. Yeah. Mike Turner.
Great art.
Now, of course, we sort of knew this was coming. We sort of... All the fans didn't want to see it coming, but it was. He had bone marrow cancer since 2000.
I believe so.
So, yeah. The great thing was that he was able to still do the art. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I personally always wanted to buy a series where he did the art, and I just never had the chance. I never found anything that directly touched me, you know, like something that I really wanted. Yeah. So, I'm really sad, but all the variant covers that I bought of his, I wish I could have bought more of them.
Yeah, because I remember on the list for comics come out during the week, it would always say, you know, the main comic done by this person, then the variant done by Michael Turner.
Mike Turner.
And I got some, but I didn't really get a lot.
I didn't buy enough.
I'm upset, you know.
I did, yeah. But so yeah, we greatly mourn the passing of Michael Turner. We hope that, I mean, someone can, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like make sure his series don't die. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like his art style was all of his own. I mean, like
I just don't want him to disappear just like that.
Right. So.
Yeah. So, we miss you, Mike.
Yeah.
And then our final segment is Versus, where we face off Booster Gold and Cyclops.